An injectable insulin that can give you blood sugar control for up to 24 hours. And Levemir helps lower your A1C. Levemir comes in Flex Touch, the only pre-filled insulin pen with no push-button extension. Levemir lasts 42 days without refrigeration. That's 50% longer than Lantus, which lasts 28 days.
Today, I'm asking about Levemir Flex Touch.
Levemir is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults and children with diabetes and is not recommended to treat diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not use Levemir if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause symptoms such as sweating, shakiness, confusion, and headache. Severe low blood sugar can be serious and life-threatening. Ask your doctor about alcohol use, operating machinery, or driving. Other possible side effects include injection site reactions. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take and all of your medical conditions. Check your blood sugar levels. Your insulin dose should not be changed without asking your doctor. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, sweating, extreme drowsiness, dizziness, or confusion.
Today's the day to ask your doctor about Levemir Flex Touch, covered by nearly all health insurance and Medicare plans.
You're a hardworking professional with big aspirations. An advanced degree can help you get where you want to go. But sometimes your career can feel like it's getting in the way of your career. Now Capella University offers FlexPath, a revolutionary program that puts you on the most direct path, leveraging what you've learned on the job and focusing on what you need to know so you can earn a degree at your pace and graduate at the speed of you. FlexPath from Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
In the grocery store, they don't come up to you and say, hey, I'd like to go out on a date. But on our time, they do.
It was really nice to be on a site where gentlemen are actually looking for someone of my age.
And then they match you up with somebody that has the same likes and the same values.
I feel like I'm back in high school.
I got my first flirt within about 10 minutes of being on the site, yeah.
Ourtime.com. Visit today and get started for free. Introducing the Bissell Symphony. It's the revolutionary floor cleaner that vacuums and steam mops at the same time.
It's amazing. It's the best quality of cleaning I could do.
I can just go straight from here, right over onto the hardwood, and up to a carpet like that.
I'm trying to do the most cleaning I can in a short amount of time.
I don't ever want to purchase one again.
The Bissell Symphony is the only one that's all in one.
Available at fine stores everywhere and at BissellClean.com.
Della Faye Hall, also known as Dante Britton, was arrested and charged with murder in the shooting death of her husband, Daryl Sartorius. Her defense suggested a killer was loose in the neighborhood, since a neighbor was brutally murdered a few blocks away 3 days after Sartorius' death. But there were no signs of forced entry in the Sartorius home, and prosecutors were convinced that the forensic evidence and motive clearly pointed to Mrs. Sartorius. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, Dr. Sartorius was on the sofa in the basement watching television. His wife approached from behind with her .38 caliber pistol. She fired a fatal shot. Blood from his nose and mouth spattered over his right palm, evidence that he was not holding the gun when it was fired. Della then placed the gun in his hand and fired the second shot to make sure gunpowder residue would be found on his hands. But the blood on his palm showed otherwise, as did the powder burns on the sofa cushions, which were also on top of the blood stains. During the murder, blood got onto Della's hand, which she tried to shake off. The blood hit the sofa from the front at a 45-degree angle.
But in moving Dr. Sartorius' hand, and in moving and putting the gun into it, she committed some very fatal flaws to her defense that this was a suicide. You now have blood. She got blood on her hands and kind of flung it back. So now you've got blood spatter on the couch coming from the wrong direction. And it's down below where his legs would have been. And there was no scientific way to explain that from a suicide position. So she's got that problem. She's got blood going the wrong direction on the couch. She's got an arm where it shouldn't be. She's got blood on both sides of his hands where it shouldn't be. And she's got smeared blood on a firearm where it shouldn't be.
Although Dr. Sartorius' death may have appeared to be suicide, the forensic evidence clearly pointed to murder. During the trial, the voice of Dr. Sartorius himself was heard in the courtroom, a message to his daughter left on her answering machine.
You can hear the fear in his voice that, she's threatening to kill me. I'm afraid she's going to follow through on this. I may not live through this. Please don't push this right now.
A Cincinnati jury deliberated for just over 4 hours before delivering a verdict.
We, the jury, in the drawing, find the defendant, Della Dante Sartorius, guilty of aggravated murder.
She was sentenced to life in prison and won't be eligible for parole until 2014.
Her own mother calls her a black widow spider, a fortune hunter who found her way to success by latching on to a successful man.
Noted crime writer Aphrodite Jones interviewed Della in prison for her best-selling book, Della's Web. Jones believes that when Della heard about her husband's divorce plans, Della concluded that murder was her only alternative.
Absolutely, Della is a born killer. She is a born sociopath. She is somebody who views the world through her eyes only, which doesn't add up with the reality, the consensus of reality in the rest of the world. In her eyes, the world is her oyster for the taking. And if she can't take it, she'll find a way to take it. There is no earning anything. There is no justification for anything. It's just all about her.
The Sartorius family cannot easily forget the years stolen from them through a senseless, irrational act of betrayal.
He has wonderful children who are very accomplished, educated, and he would be very proud of them. He now has 2 son-in-laws and 2 grandchildren whom I think he would have adored, would have loved to have spent time with, and I think he would have come into his own in this part of his life, where he had accomplished what he had set out to do, and he could sit back and enjoy his accomplishments, certainly with his children. And I'm very sad that he was not allowed to enjoy that, and I miss him. We all miss him a lot.
In 1998, a convenience store clerk in Lansing, Michigan was shot to death during a robbery. No one else was in the store at the time. But there was an eyewitness, a security camera. Unfortunately, the story it told was far from clear. Wanda Mason was a 48-year-old single mother of 3. She had worked in various cities across the country, trying, with mixed success, to build a stable life for her family. In 1997, she settled with her children in Lansing, Michigan. With money tight, she took a job at this convenience store gas station to make ends meet. About a year later, the owner decided to keep the store open 24 hours a day. Wanda Mason worked the very first overnight shift.
She was kind of struggling, and so when the gas station was looking for someone to work the overnight shift because they hadn't been open overnight for a while, Wanda just kind of jumped at it, and she worked the overnight shift so that she could be home with her family during the day and take care of her grandkids and that.
The store was located in a low crime area, but as a precaution, precaution, a security camera was installed.